Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator tables video. My name is John. I'll be taking you through the charts this Wednesday, the 7th of December. Here we have the live currency strength indicator tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. So our trend traders is our higher time frame, our day traders is our lower time frame. You can see here the tables auto update every 15 minutes 24/7, so if you do have access to the tables, just be aware that they can be accessed at any time. So what are the trend traders and day traders tables showing us today? Well, it's showing us that the New Zealand dollar remained top on both charts. This is then followed by the pound on the trend traders table as the second strongest currency, followed by the Japanese yen as the third strongest currency. On the weak side of the table, we have the Canadian dollar as W1, so the weakest currency, followed by the US dollar as the second weakest currency, followed by the Australian dollar as the third weakest currency. From a day trader's perspective, you've got Kiwi at the top at S1, followed by the Euro at S2, followed by the Pound at S3. CAD is W1 on the day traders. The Australian dollar is W2 and the yen is W3. So we did talk about earlier in the week that pound is starting to come onto both of the tables, and I like the idea of potentially being long pound against a couple of other currencies, and one of those currencies is the Australian dollar. You can see it's highlighted at W3 on the trend traders and W2 at the day traders. So you can see in the background here I've got the pound Aussie chart, and this is what I'm going to be focusing on in today's video, because you can see price is working within this bearish channel on the weekly time frame. Price came into the lows in September into that 1.6 handle, which had been previous support, acted as support again, and is heading to the upside. So as the market is heading to the upside here, we could be looking for the market to retest this trendline resistance to see if price stays within the range, or to see if price will trade through it and move to the upside. Obviously, pound Aussie upside could mean that the trendline resistance could be breached and we could then see the 1.9 handle being tested. However, at the moment it was still in that channel, so want to see if price will come to the other side of it. Now if I just go down to the weekly time frame, you can see that we are technically at a level of resistance here. We're at the 1.8125, which could arguably be a double top neckline area in here, so that would be the neckline of the pattern. So definitely something to consider here is that we're at the 1.8125. Now we have technically traded through it, and we have traded through it before, so this could be a sign that this level is fairly weak at the moment, and that we could see that drive up a little bit higher into that trend line resistance. Now if it is going to do that, we should spot some opportunities really. Now if I go down to 4-hour time frame, you can see that within the bullish move here, the price is actually trading within a bullish channel. You can see the market found a low here, a high, higher low, higher high pattern. We then had some kind of consolidation here where recently price has retested the bullish channel low as well as the previous structure high in here at the 1.8, or you could get 8.1 handle, you could argue there, and we're starting to see another bullish impulsive phase. So that means that price could come up to the highs, which is around about a 90 pip move. So what I've then done is, if I'm considering that move up to here because of all the factors we've talked about, with the monthly being bullish heading towards the bearish channel resistance, we've just looked at the fact that the weekly is above this key area at the 1.8125. Now we're on the H4 chart, we can see that we're in a bullish channel above the daily 200 moving average. So things are pointing to the upside. That then combined with the fact that the day traders table is showing us pound Aussie long gives us a little bit of confidence to say, well, okay, can we look for that move up to those recent highs? So what I've done is I've dove even lower just to kind of show you what I'm looking at the moment from a technical point of view. Now you can see that price has recently rallied, okay, from these lows down through there. Now what we've seen most recently is the fact that we're just kind of moving sideways at the moment, and what I've drawn in is this triangle pattern through here. But the market's finding a little bit of a base around this area here, and at the moment price is rejecting the trend line as resistance. However, if price was to rally close above this area of resistance, that could give us an opportunity for a breakout move up to the previous structure highs, which on a 15-minute time frame actually looks quite reasonable. You know, if you had a let's say price closed bullish and this was the high, and you had an entry above the high with your stop below the low at the pattern, that's 30 pips to a potential 90 pip reward. So you've got a 3 reward to 1 risk there. So that's a really good opportunity for a move higher. So I've just noted this consolidative pattern. Obviously, if price breaks back to the downside here, then that's going to negate that pattern. But what you could look for is price to come back down to demand here and see if price again kind of consolidates and moves back to the upside. So that's what I'm going to be doing anyway when I'm looking at this pound Aussie. I'm going to be looking at this consolidative break here, see if we get that breakout according to the tables. If we get it, that could be an option to see us trade back to the highs of that 4 hour. And if we continue then to trade through the highs of that 4 hour, we have the higher time frame monthly trend line to contend with at that point. So I hope that made sense. If we just flick back to the tables, you can see that Kiwi CAD still remains on here as well. So that's still a market that's quite interesting. Kiwi is starting to have a little bit of a pullback. So if I just go on to Kiwi CAD, despite us seeing kind of the price continue to remain bullish here, so if we just go to the daily, we now traded above the 0 spot 86.25 handle. We still haven't really had a decent pullback yet. So, you know, price, well, Kiwi just very, very strong at the moment. Now, if I dove down into a lower time frame here, yes, we're starting to see a little bit of a bounce there. But look at, we had some aggressive sells coming in off the previous 15-minute candlestick. So that's not filling me with much joy if I was a Kiwi long trader at the moment. Okay, so just be aware that Kiwi CAD, although it's still on the tables, still around an area of resistance. So flicking back over then to pound Aussie, this is going to be the main chart of the day for me. I'm going to look for that opportunity on this 15 minutes, see if we can get that close above, giving us that clean opportunity to see price trade higher. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it all made sense. Remember, if you are a member, you can access this page at any time and get the latest update. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.